Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching more details. RHOA Kim Zolciak explains Kroy's freaky spying behavior. Even though she isn't on RHOA anymore, that doesn't mean Kim Zolciak isn't making headlines. In recent times, they've been focused on her roller coaster divorce from Kroy Biermann. According to Kim, their separation has just taken a very weird turn. Read on to find out what happened. Kim Zolciak exposes Kroy's behavior. While their divorce is being worked through, Kim and Kroy have decided to stay in the same home together. Via a court order, Kim gets the basement level and Kroy gets their master bedroom upstairs. At first, it seemed to be an amicable living arrangement, but apparently things have changed. Zolciak recently filed a motion against Biermann for invading her personal space and violating their cohabitation agreement. The former reality TV star says that Kroy has been spying on her when she's out of the house. She even claims to have photos from finding him passed out in her closet, which he does not have permission to be in. Kim is also alleging that he stole the surveillance cameras she installed in the home. Not only is she asking the court to make him return them, but Zolciak wants Biermann to be forbidden from touching her personal property. Kroy hasn't publicly responded to the allegations just yet. Their disaster divorce. This isn't the first time that Kim accused Kroy of wrongdoing during their separation. This isn't even the first time she said that he stole from her. Back in May, she called the police on him, claiming that he took her phone and was going through it without her consent. Zolciak also said that during that incident he was acting fairly erratically, including yelling and screaming. By the time that the authorities arrived, Kroy was still locked in one of the bedrooms and refused to come out. Ultimately, no arrest was made from that situation. Their divorce trial dates are officially set for November 5 and 6, so this might mark the end of their back-and-forth squabbles. Will their divorce ever end? Aside from all of the property arguments, their divorce has still been nothing short of crazy. From calling off their separation and getting back together, to filling their split a second time, it's been nonstop drama. Even though the dates for their trial have been set, most are convinced that it's still going to be far from over. Kim Zolciak Biermann, one of the most polarizing figures from the Real Housewives of Atlanta, RHOA, has always made headlines, whether it's for her wigs, her tumultuous relationships, or her larger-than-life personality. But nothing could have prepared fans for the latest revelation that shook social media. Kroy Biermann, her husband, was allegedly spying on her. And not just a casual checking the phone kind of spying. Things seemed much darker and more bizarre. The gossip mills exploded after this revelation surfaced, leaving fans wondering what exactly went down in the Zolciak-Biermann household. Now, in an exclusive interview, Kim is speaking out to explain Kroy's freaky, spying behavior and how she ended up in the middle of this drama. Was it the act of a controlling husband, or did something deeper, something more twisted, motivate him? The initial shock. Rumors begin to swirl. It all started with a rumor that spread like wildfire. Kroy, the former NFL player who married Kim in 2011, was reportedly using high-tech gadgets and covert methods to monitor Kim's every move. At first, fans chalked it up to gossip. After all, reality stars are no strangers to sensational headlines. But soon, cracks in their seemingly perfect marriage started to show, and the rumors were no longer just idle chatter. During one of the latest episodes of RHOA, cast members began discussing whispers of Kroy's odd behavior. According to sources close to the couple, he wasn't just snooping, he'd had become obsessed with keeping tabs on his wife. From checking her phone to tracking her location, Kroy's actions were causing major concern, not just for Kim, but for those around them as well. And it wasn't long before the fans and even Kim's co-stars began speculating about what was really going on behind the scenes. Was Kroy controlling? Was he paranoid about something Kim had done? Or was there a more sinister motive at play? Kim breaks her silence, defending Kroy? Despite the growing scrutiny, Kim initially remained silent, refusing to address the allegations. But as the chatter escalated, she finally decided to come forward. In a tell-all interview, Kim offered her perspective on the situation, shedding light on what she described as a misunderstanding. Kroy isn't some controlling monster, despite what people are saying, Kim began, her voice steady, but clearly tired from the ongoing drama. Yes, he's protective, but it's been blown way out of proportion. He loves me, and that's where it comes from. According to Kim, the so-called spying was not as freaky or sinister as the media made it out to be. In her eyes, Kroy's actions were driven by love and concern, not control or distrust. She revealed that the two had gone through a rough patch in their marriage, and Kroy's behavior stemmed from his fear of losing her. Kroy's a very sensitive guy, Kim explained. He's been through a lot in his life with football and injuries, and he's always been the type to internalize things. When we started having issues, I think it triggered something in him. He felt like he needed to make sure I was okay, and that's where the tracking and checking came from. What triggered Kroy's behavior? While Kim downplayed the severity of Kroy's actions, fans still couldn't shake the feeling that something deeper was going on. Why would a confident former professional athlete resort to such extreme measures to keep tabs on his wife? And what exactly was the rough patch Kim mentioned? Rumors have circulated for months that financial stress was a major issue for the couple. After Kroy's NFL career ended, the Bierman family's lavish lifestyle, complete with expensive cars, designer clothes, and their enormous Atlanta mansion, became difficult to maintain. Speculation arose that money problems were putting a strain on their marriage, leading Kroy to feel insecure. Kroy's always been the breadwinner, Kim admitted. And when that changed, I think it affected him more than he let on. We've had to make adjustments, and that's not easy for anyone, especially a man like Kroy who's used to providing. But financial woes weren't the only thing at play. Kim acknowledged that their busy schedules, coupled with the constant scrutiny of being on reality TV, had taken a toll on their relationship. And while Kroy's spying may have been alarming to outsiders, Kim insists it was just a misguided attempt to protect their marriage. We were both struggling, and we weren't communicating the way we should have been, she confessed. Kroy started checking up on me because he was scared, not because he wanted to control me. He was afraid we were drifting apart, and he didn't know how else to deal with it. A deeper look, paranoia or protection. While Kim's explanation may have softened some of the judgment, many fans remain skeptical. The idea of a husband monitoring his wife's every move still feels unsettling to many, no matter the reason, and it raises larger questions about trust, boundaries, and the fine line between protection and paranoia. Relationship experts weighed in on the situation, offering different perspectives. Some believe that Kroy's behavior could be a sign of deeper psychological issues, possibly rooted in his transition from the high-stakes world of professional sports to the uncertainty of life after the NFL. Others argue that his actions reflect a toxic form of control that could signal underlying issues in the marriage. Kroy's actions, whether intended out of love or fear, are concerning, said Dr. Linda Michaels, a couples therapist. Monitoring someone's location or phone without their knowledge is a violation of trust, and it's often a symptom of insecurity or a fear of abandonment. While it's important to consider the context, it's also important to address the underlying emotional issues driving this behavior. Kim, however, remains firm in her stance that Kroy's intentions were pure, even if his methods were questionable. She believes that with the right support, they can work through their issues and come out stronger on the other side. Kroy's not a bad guy, she reiterated. He's been there for me through everything, and I know he's coming from a place of love. We're working on things and we're in therapy. It's not easy, but we're committed to fixing it. The future for Kim and Kroy. As the dust settles, fans are left wondering what's next for the couple. Will they be able to move past this chapter in their marriage, or will Kroy's spying behavior be the final nail in the coffin? For now, Kim remains hopeful. We've been through so much together, and we're not giving up on each other, she said. People can say what they want, but at the end of the day, we know our truth. We love each other, and we're going to fight for this marriage. Only time will tell if Kim and Kroy can weather this storm, but one thing is certain. This latest drama has cemented their place as one of the most talked about couples in RHOA history. And in true reality TV fashion, fans will be eagerly watching every step of the way.